Touchdown, Wildcats.
Gatsa goes into the end zone. And he's off to the races. 15-10, 5, touchdown.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas. K-West bringing you Thursday Night Lights. It's your Weslaco East Wildcats taking on the Edinburg North Cougars. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by the coach, Coach Rock, as we are each and every week following your Weslaco East Wildcats. Coach, I'm expecting a great game tonight.
Should be a great battle. You know, this is the third district game set up here for the Wildcats. Right now, they're 2-0 in district. You know, shut out two opponents along the way, you know, to get to this point. But this is a big, pivotal game for the Wildcats tonight. You know, right here at Richard R. Flores Stadium, you know, Cat Stadium, what they call it right here in Edinburg, Texas. And if you are anywhere in South Texas and you want to watch great football, come on out tonight and let's watch a good game, but a great victory by our Wildcats.
Yeah, you mentioned, Coach, that our Wildcats come in at 2-0. They've got victories over Edinburg High, 28-0 right before the break, and of course Donna North 56-0. You alluded that they shut out both opponents. Edinburg North comes in 2-1 in district play. They opened up district play against the crosstown rival Edinburg Vela, lost 44-8, and then came back and beat Donna North 41-24 and Edinburg High 35-28. We are getting ready to kick the ball away and get underway back deep. For the Edinburg North Cougars, going to be number 2, Moises Maldonado, along with, it looks like from here, number 6, Jason Duarte. And off to kick for your Wildcats, as usual, is Gilbert Garza. And the kick goes away, and it's a good one. It's in and out of the end zone, so that's going to come out to the 25-yard line, and the Edinburg North Cougars will begin their first drive from their own 25. You know, Coach, Edinburg North averages offensively on the ground about 117 yards per game, and through the air 148 yards per game. Pretty balanced offense for this ball club here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, don't rest on it. They had a really big win last week against the Bobcats, so I'm sure they're coming here fired up, trying to knock off the Wildcats tonight. So we got our hands full.
Gonzalez, the quarterback, he's going to quickly hand it off to the running back in the backfield, and there is nowhere for him to go. He is hit hard and wrapped up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, just a little dive play in the middle right there, but Leo Guerra, number 9, he closed down and made a big tackle along with the linebackers, number 5, Jordan Velasquez, just a tremendous, stop right there for actually minimal gain, if any.
So here we go. They give him 1 yard on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's a read option. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to cut up field right outside his tight end, and he's going to maybe pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, real disciplined football right there. Running a little, zone option read on the inside. Quarterback keeps it, tries to get outside, but he was met right there by number 40, Arvin Marine, for absolutely maybe another half yard.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. So they're going to give him officially 1 yard. Looking to his left. The ball is in the air, and it is caught. But that's going to be shy of the 1st down. The pass is complete to Ricky Garza. But they needed 8 yards, and he may have only picked up about 6.
Yeah, the quarterback threw it a little bit short for Garza. Garza had to come back to pick up the catch, and he does. But again, he comes up about 4 to 5 yards short right there. So should be pretty good field position here for Ramsey. Ramsey's back deep, number 4 for the Wildcats to take this punt. Let's see what he can do. If he gets it clean, watch out, because he's pretty dangerous up in the open field.
Well, they're going to be punting into the wind. Not a very big wind, but there is some wind regardless, and it's going to be a short punt. My guess is that it had to be affected by the wind, and it takes a Wildcat bounce off of a Cougar player at about the 36-yard line. It looks where it's going to be down, and that's where your Wildcats will begin their first offensive series of the night. We are just underway here at Robert Flores Stadium. Your Wildcats taking on the Cougars of Edinburg North High School. 3 and out for the defense of your Wildcats. And they come on to the field with 10:19 to go here in the first quarter. Ramsey Vasquez leading the charge here offensively. And he's going to have Russell Garza in the backfield. Looking at that stack formation. Off to the right is going to be Randy Cardosa along with Gio Guerra. So Ramsey Vasquez under center. Fakes the handoff, and it's going to be a quick pass out to Russell Garza, and that's going to be a minimal gain of maybe just 2 yards.
Yeah, you know, the Cougars weren't fooled right there. They ran a little bootleg action back off the jet sweep look. Ramsey gets around, boots around, tries to hit Garza in the flats, picks up about a yard, maybe not. But right there, the Cougars did a good job of defending that play.
Yeah, it's at the line of scrimmage is where he got back, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. We want to thank Knapp Medical Center because Knapp Medical Center is the season sponsor for your 2019 Weslaco East Wildcats. 2nd down and 10, 9:39 to go here in the opening quarter. Vasquez, the quarterback, Muniz in motion, fakes the jet sweep. He keeps it, runs up the middle. He's got some running room. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 30, 20, and he could go all the way, and Ramsey Vasquez does. That is a 74-yard touchdown run.
Tremendous. I'm going to tell you right there, again, zone read, Ramsey sees it, fakes it, takes it to the right side, cuts it back down the middle, boom, touchdown. 2nd play of the game right there. Wildcats on the board right now, 6-0, looking for this kick, 7-up right now. Excellent start, both sides of the ball. Great job, Wildcats.
Let me correct my math. It's a 64-yard touchdown run by Vasquez. Gilbert Garza on to attempt the extra point. Figueroa will be the holder. Looks like a good snap, but we do have a flag and some whistles.
Yeah, we got movement over here on the left side, on our left wing there. He moved a little bit early, so it's going to go back. People who don't know what a left wing is, when you're doing your extra point, it's that outside guy to each side's kind of offset back a little bit. That's your left wing.
So we'll do it all over again, 5 yards further back. So this one's going to be from the 15, so it'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt. Low snap, but a great job by Figueroa to pick it up, place it on the block, and a great job by Gilbert Garza to put it through the upright. So with 9:25 to go here in the opening quarter, on the 2nd play from scrimmage, Ramsey Vasquez takes it to the house. 64-yard quarterback keeper. Gilbert Garza had to point out extra, and your Wildcats are up 7-0.
And again, I'll go right back to saying it to you over and over and over. This is a team that goes downhill, and they're going to run the football, that kind of stuff. They did come out throwing the ball on the first play, but it won't take very long. You're going to see your Wildcats. They're going to go downhill most of the night right there, but a tremendous start to this football game for the Wildcats. They've had a whole week off. All right, they've rested, I'm sure, and they've been excited trying to get back on the field. So they're back on the field, you know, with a vengeance, it looked like tonight. Hopefully it keeps rolling this way for our Wildcats.
Well, the Wildcats on to kick away to the Cougars. And back deep, it looks like it's going to be Moises Maldonado and Jason Duarte. Kick is away. And that's going to go out of the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Edinburg North Cougars will begin their offensive series from their own 25-yard line.
Absolutely. So, go ahead. Yeah, you know, again, to set up the defense again, you got a 3-and-out this last time. Well, let's see what they can do this time. They can do that again. You know, that's just a, feather and a half for the defense. You know, the defense is getting better and better. As you see your ball clubs get better during the year, and if your defense is getting better, you're going to be there at the end.
So they're going to send 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom, and they're going to come down to the bottom of your screen. That's a quick pass in the direction of Sergio Quintanilla, but that is incomplete. Animas doing a great job defensively for your Wildcats.
Yeah, number 22 right there, John Animas right up there on the play. Again, the ball is a little bit off, for the receiver to catch, and Animas was right on top. Even if you'd caught it, it wouldn't have been for much of a gain.
Yeah, Quintanilla is their go-to guy when it comes to receptions. He's got 22 receptions for 379 yards and 6 TDs this season.
Yeah, the Cougars got some really, lanky type receivers, big, tall kids,
Handoff quickly to the running back, Jacob Perales, and he's going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, he picks up 3 to 4 or 5 yards right there. But a good job, again, inside. You know, it starts right there with Isai Martinez, number 72, along with number 97, Juan Sanchez right there on the tackle with their defensive tackles. So a good stop right there. Picked up about 3 yards right there. Now it's 3rd and about 7.
And that's what you want to see. 3rd and long. You know, that first incomplete pass, of course, sets it up. And now the Cougars have 3rd and 7. They're going to send 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. You got Robert Gonzalez, the quarterback. He's going to drop back, looking to his right, gets rid of the ball. It's in the direction of Sergio Quintanilla. This one goes in and out of his hands, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. So again, 3 and out for your Wildcats.
Yeah, you know, they just ran a stop pattern out here on the right. 4 was open, the ball was right in his hands, but it just skidded out of his hands, and again, sets up 4th and long, and again, if we can get a clean and field punt, you already see what Ramsey Vasquez can do in the open field, all right? So it should set up some pretty good yardage here for the Wildcats.
So again, the Cougars will punt it away, and they do punt into a gentle wind. This time it takes a Cougar bounce, and it scoots around the 34-yard line, and that's where it's going to be down, and that's where the Wildcats will begin their second series here on offense. They started the first one at the 36. The second one starts at the 35.
That's the funny thing about the football. It's oblong. You never know when it hits the ground which way it's going to go. It took a straight shot to the sidelines. I'm sure Ramsey was hoping it would keep coming forward so he can scoop it up and run, but not the case.
So here come your Wildcats. 8:28 to go here in the opening quarter. Your Wildcats up 7-0. Second play from scrimmage. Ramsey with a 64-yard TD run. Power eye left for your Wildcats. Gio Guerra the back. It's a play action. He's got a receiver, Hector Muñiz, and Muñiz catches on the run, and 3 plays, and we've got 2 touchdowns for your Wildcats. That is a 65-yard TD pass from Ramsey Vasquez to Hector Muñiz, and that is Hector Muñiz's 4th touchdown reception of the season.
Play action pass. And I'm going to tell you, number 15, what a tremendous athlete. Plays both sides of the ball. He's their starting free safety. You know, Muñiz, he's done some great things. He gets behind, and Ramsey just puts it right on the money. Touchdown Wildcats. There you go. Way to start this football game.
But Hector caught that on the run, and he had at least 3 steps on everybody. So here's the extra point. Figueroa again. That wasn't a clean snap. That was a little inside, but what a great job Figueroa is doing, handling those snaps, getting on the block, and of course, not being frazzled at all is Gilbert Garza, and both field goals have gone, extra points, have gone right through the upright.
Absolutely. You know, great job by the special teams right there, but, you know, again, play action pass. You know, you got a running ball club. They get, like every week, you see this against the Wildcats. Everybody wants to stack inside of the box, and here they come. Little play action to the tailback, pull it, and hit the seam route deep, touchdown. Just a tremendous call and great execution by your Wildcat offense.
So 8:23 to go here in the first quarter. It's your Weslaco East Wildcats 14, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. The Wildcats already with 129 yards of offense versus maybe 7 for the Cougars here in the first 5 minutes of the opening quarter. Gilbert Garza on to kick, and the kick is a good one on the direction of Maldonado, and that's going to go over his head and out of the end zone. So for the 3rd straight time, the Edinburg North Cougars will begin their offensive series at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, again, which is great. You know, when you have a good kicker like that, can kick it out of the end zone stuff, you know, there's no chance for a return, you know, right there. So you know they're going to start on the 25. The defense comes out. They've made 2 great stops. If they can get a 3rd one here, that'd be awesome.
1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 25-yard line. Handoff is to Perales. Perales bouncing it outside. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Yeah, he does. You know, they run a little stretch play to the outside right there, and, you know, pick up some good yardage. But, you know, they come up real good job. You know, Hector Muñiz come up a real good job from his safety stop, and they made a good stop right there. But, again, that's probably the most positive yards they've had tonight right there. They picked up about 6 yards right there on the outside stretch to the left.
Okay, correction, that's going to be Ricky Garza, the ball carrier. He's the lone setback in the backfield with the quarterback. This time the handoff is to Garza. He goes right over the right guard, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on that second carry for him tonight.
Yeah, they're trying to go right to the heart of the defense right there. That's kind of hard to run inside on the Wildcats. They got a lot of good football players inside there with, starts with Isaiah Martinez, all right, and obviously Jordan Velasquez. It's kind of hard to run up in the middle against the Wildcats, but right now it brings up 3rd and short for the Cougars, and let's see what they're going to do here.
3rd down and 1 for the Cougars. Once again, the handoff is to Garza, and it looks like he got enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, they did a good job of stopping, but he fell forward, kept his pads low, and picked up the 1st down. Good, series right there so far for your Edinburg Cougars.
So they pick up a 1st down, their first one of the night. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Edinburg North Cougars from their own 36-yard line. We've got 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. Your Weslaco Wildcats up by a score of 14-0. Robert Gonzalez is the quarterback. He's looking to his left, gets rid of the ball quickly, and it cannot be handled in and out of the hands of the intended receiver down up on the top of your screen, and that's going to be Brendan Borrego.
Yeah, number 11 right there. Just threw a little stop pattern to him outside and hit his hands, but then it fell on the ground. Again, great coverage by the secondary. They're right there on top of it, on top of the receivers. So they're having a little hard time connecting with them tonight.
Gonzalez, the quarterback, hands it off to Perales, and Perales off the right side is met hard right at the line of scrimmage. However, we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, met hard there, right there by our left end. Leo Guerra right there, just a tremendous stop right there. Again, trying to run a little stretch out to the right side, but Leo Guerra was right there to wrap up the ball carry. But it looks like we got a penalty here, maybe a little offsides by the defense.
So that one is against your Wildcats, offside, the 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. So instead of 3rd and 10, we're looking at 2nd and 5. Gonzalez, the quarterback, Perales in the backfield with him. Hands it off to Perales. Perales has a little bit of room there in the defense of the Wildcats, picks up about 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 again.
Again, a little inside zone to the right there. Found a little hole over the right side and picked up about 3 to 4 yards right there before Jordan Velasquez made the tackle, along with Irvin Marine.
So 3rd down and 1, a long one or maybe a short 2, depending on how you look at it. Snap. Hands it off to Garza. Garza gets through the line of scrimmage and is brought down by the linebacker after about a 6-yard gain. And they are in a Wildcat territory at the 49-yard line, and that's going to move the change for the Cougars.
Yeah, he hit the hole really hard right there. John Granados got around his legs right there and kept him from getting more yardage right there, but he did pick up a 1st down. So right now the Cougars are starting to settle down, and they're showing some spark right now, and they're moving the football against our Wildcats.
So 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 49-yard line. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Quarterback looking to his right. Ball is in the air. And guess who was there as soon as the ball got there? None other than John Animas.
Absolutely. He saw it all the way. Just a quick out to this side right there. And John Animas is right on top of it. Again, receiver, having a hard time catching the football tonight.
That's their number 1 receiver, and so who do they put on him? They put Animas.
Oh, yeah, he's had a great year. I was telling the coaches earlier today that, hey, that's a good football player, number 22.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. Handoff is to Perales. No, that's not Perales. That's going to be Jason Duarte.
Yeah, pretty good job by Duarte right there. But it looks like we may have a flag on the play, but he did a good job of finding the hole and picking up about 10 or 12 yards right there. But let's see what the flag is.
Yeah, it looks like it may come back. That's usually in the area of holding.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times there's reasons there's a big hole. Sometimes there's a little holding going on, but like you said, holding can be called about every play, but it's, basically when it gets called is a lot of time when the defender is trying to separate, and you can see that separation and you see that jersey pull. When you get that, you're going to get the holding penalty.
So that'll move them back 10 yards, 2nd down and 20 from their own 41-yard line. And we got a quick whistle. A timeout called by your Wildcats. We've got a timeout on the field. We're going to go ahead and take one alongside of them. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West.
Before Christine McCleary was a physical therapist, she was an honor student at Weslaco ISD, played sports, and was a cheerleader. She graduated from Ohio State University, then physical therapy school at Texas State University. Now she is Dr. Christine McCleary at Triumph Therapy and part of the clinical faculty at UTRGV School of Medicine. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Christine McCleary, WISD was the right choice.
Welcome back. We are at Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. Second down and 24. The Cougars. It passes on its way, and that's going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up a third down and 24. The Cougars. We've got 5:02 to go here in the first quarter. Your Wildcats are up by a score of 14-0. Looked like the Cougars were going to start to get something rolling, and now they are faced with, once again, third and long.
Exactly. You know, they were actually just moving the football down the middle, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, backs making a cut, finding the hole, and getting some good yardage right there. The quarterback, you know, sprints out to his left, tries to throw, you know, a little out pattern, at deep comeback pattern on the left right there, but incomplete.
3rd and 20. Quarterback. Little miscommunication, and because of that, that gave the Wildcats enough time. Gio Barrera recognizing the miscue and went straight at the quarterback, and a big sack to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, great job by the inside linebacker, Gio Barrera, right there, seeing it, saw the miscue, took off, got there, got to the quarterback, sacked. Now it's 4th and very long, so they're going to have to punt the ball back to the Wildcats.
Yeah, 4th and 24 from their own 37-yard line.
You know, it's real hard that, you know, when you have to travel the field every time like they've had to from the 25-yard line, it's hard to be perfect, you know, especially in high school football. It's
a good punt. Looks like Ramsey's got time to grab this one, and he does. Breaks a few tackles, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to get to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's just, you know, he gets about a 7-yard return right there, but how exciting that 7 yards was. He had a juke, jive, good, boom, and picks up 7 yards. You know, I tell you, that was super. What a great athlete that young man is.
So this is by far the best field position for your Weslaco Wildcats. The first one was at the 36, the second one was at 35. Now it's at the 40.
Exactly.
So field position is improving for them. 4:16 to go here in the first quarter, and your Wildcats up 14-0. I formation. Ramsey Vasquez under center, hands it off to the first one through, and that's going to be Cardosa. And Cardosa's going to fight his way for about 3 yards.
Yeah, a little belly play right there to the fullback. He reads that saying, you know, it's just like the inside zone to the tailback, but it's belly play to the fullback. As he takes it, as he sees the hole, he'll cut, you know, that kind of stuff. And he does a good job of finding, you know, how much yardage was there. Picks up about 3 to 4 yards right there. Good football play.
2nd down and 7. Once again, I formation. Gio Guerra is the tailback. Cardosa is the fullback. Vasquez under center. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a toss to the left to Gio Guerra. He gets it back, but he's going to lose about 4.
Yeah, nothing there right there. You know, the linebacker did a great job. Number 9, all right, coming up and making a big play and a big stop on Gio Barrera. He had to cut it back right there, but Raul Gonzalez right there on the play. Just a tremendous football play by that. Actually, I think he's the defensive end to this side, number 9. Good job right there, staying home, reading it, seeing it, and making a big stop on Gio Guerra.
Well, for the first time tonight, the Wildcats are looking at a 3rd down. 3rd down and 11 from their own 39-yard line. 3:07 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to send 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Empty backfield. You got to stack to the left. They're going to send Muñiz in motion. Jet sweep. They hand it off to Muñiz. Muñiz looking for some running room. There's nowhere to go, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down and 11.
Yeah, nothing going there. Just ran a jet sweep there with Muñiz. You know, he tried to find a hole right there, but again, very disciplined by the Cougar defense. You know, especially there, number 19 did a tremendous job of staying home, all right, and making the tackle, which is
Deep for the Cougars. Receiving punt is number 4,
Malachi
Ortega. Great job by Mr. Ortega right there on that play.
Javi Garza on the punt for the Wildcats. Back deep is going to be Sergio Quintanilla. Looks like he's going to let it fall. Now he's going to pick it up on 1 bounce. There's Russell Garza, who meets him at about 32-yard line and brings him down immediately.
Yeah, great open field tackle there by Russell Garza. All right, to to limit the return to maybe a yard or two. So good job by the punt team and the coverage team right there to make a big stop there on the Cougars.
So the Cougars will begin this next offensive series at their own 34-yard line with 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. They are down by a score of 14-0. Want to thank everybody watching us live on Facebook. Want to remind you, please share the link. Let everybody know that your Wildcats are live tonight on Facebook from Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg. First and 10 for the Cougars. Quickly hands it off to, the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's running outside, and Animas is going to be able to, Gio Guerra, that is, playing defense. Was that correct?
Number 22.
Okay, it was
right
Animas.
It was John Animas right there on the play. A good job right there. Just a little zone read. Quarterback keeps it. They stretch it down. Actually, it starts with number 90 right there, Leo Guerra, doing a great job of staying home, making the quarterback stretch it outside. John Animas gets off the block of number 2, and boom, right there, he's there to make the play. Good job defensive.
So 1-yard gain, second down and 11. Hand off to the running back, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. And that looks like it's Jacob Perales, the running back, and he's going to fight his way for maybe a yard.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing right there. He just fell right into the hands of big number 72, Isaiah Martinez, right there on the great big tackle right there. So now it's 3rd and long. Again, what you want, all right, just don't give up anything long. Stop them here. They'll have to punt it back to the Wildcats.
3rd down and 7, 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. 2 receivers is off your screen, 1 to the bottom. Rodriguez is the quarterback. Gonzalez is the quarterback. Looking to his left, and it's in the air, and it is dropped.
Yep.
Intended receiver is Brendan Borrego, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It looked like he was going to catch the football right there, but Raven Figueroa got his hand in between the ball and knocked it down. So that's a tremendous job by the corner up there, Raven Figueroa.
So again, your Wildcats not allowing the Cougars to get any offensive momentum going. We got 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ramsey Vasquez lined up at the 30-yard line, ready to return this one. And looks like another good punt. Vasquez is going to let it go. And it takes a Wildcat bounce, and it's going to be down at the 32, and that's where your Wildcats will begin their next offensive series.
So, the first quarter's not over. It's been a real explosive quarter for the Wildcats. So let's see if we can get back here to moving the ball. Because when you think about Wildcat football, you think about a little bit at a time. But tonight, boy, they've been explosive with the big plays and stuff and put 14 quick points on the board. Not running much time off the clock, but a little bit different tonight.
Yeah, they got a lot of bit at a time. 43 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Gio Guerra in the backfield. Ramsey Vasquez the quarterback. Cardosa in motion. Handoff to Gio Guerra. He's got a little bit of a seam there off the right guard, and he's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on that play.
Picks up about 3 yards right there, but a good job by the linebackers there for the Cougars. Daniel Rodriguez, good job, good stop right there. Stepped up and did a good job of stopping the football play for about 2 yards.
Well, the play clock isn't running, so the Wildcats do not have to run a play if they choose not to. 12 seconds left on the game clock. They're under center. Looks like they will. Russell Garza in motion again. Handoff to Gio Guerra. Gio Guerra met at the line of scrimmage. Wiggles his way for about a yard. Buzzard sounds. We played 1 here at Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg. And at the end of the first quarter, it's your Weslaco Wildcats 14, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on K-West.
Before Dania Pulido became an attorney, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a member of the National Honor Society and a cheerleader. She earned her degree from St. Mary's University, then graduated from St. Mary's University School of Law. Now she is Dania Pulido, attorney at law for Texas Legal Services Center in Austin. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dania Pulido, Weslaco ISD was the right choice.
Welcome back. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas. K-West bring you Wildcat football. It is Thursday night. We are live on Facebook, so I want to remind you to please share the link. Let everybody know that your Wildcats are live tonight on Facebook. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action. The Wildcats with the football, 38 from their own 34-yard line with a lead. of 14-0, and quickly, something that Coach Brigette didn't like caused him to call a timeout as we were just about to get underway here in the second quarter.
It must have been something because, you know, he kind of talked to the referee right there as he's making the timeout, you know, questioning something. So the other referee's going to go talk to the other referee and see what's going on right there.
Yeah, again, you know, Coach, you talked about this a little while ago. A couple of big plays for your Wildcats, and then it's been a little bit of a difficulty getting something going on their last two possessions.
It sure has been. You know, running the same offense and stuff like that, but, you know, we just got to open up, stay a little bit longer on our blocks, open up the holes a little bit more, that kind of stuff, and it'll happen. That's the thing about and the beauty of the Wildcat offense and stuff. They just hit you and hit you and hit you until they wear you down, and eventually those holes are going to pop open for them.
Okay, well, Coach Brigette, before we even began play here in the second quarter, calls a quick timeout. He's talking it over with his gentleman. Referee has blown the whistle, and so your Wildcats getting back onto the field.
12 minutes. There was no play, there was a timeout.
Okay, so yeah, they need to add a second back to the clock.
So they'll reset the clock to 12 as we officially get underway here in the second quarter.
8:34. Cougars.
Gio Guerra, the tailback.
To 12 minutes of the change of quarter.
Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback.
It is 3rd and 8. Cougar needs
3rd down and 8 for your Wildcats. Muniz in motion. High snap. Quick pass out to Muniz. Muniz breaks a tackle, and he gets across the 40, and that's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit close. Let's see where they spot the football.
And that is
looks
a
like
first
a first down right there. Great job right there. A little motion to Muniz outside, and just threw a little flare pattern to him as he motioned past. And you know, thing about that young man is that he doesn't waste much time. He gets north and south pretty quick, all right, and he's got great speed. So tremendous call, good job by Hector Muniz on that, and a great pass from Ramsey Vasquez to Hector.
So the Wildcats move the chains, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Gio get in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez. Muniz in motion again. This time they fake the handoff. Vasquez has the football. He breaks a tackle, makes a little jump to his right, and is finally brought down at the 49-yard line, pickup of about 6 yards.
Yeah, again, you know, that motion, that jet sweep across, you know, it kind of moves those inside linebackers a little bit. Ramsey reads it, pulls it, takes it, and picks up 6-7 yards right there. Just a tremendous read by the quarterback, Ramsey Vasquez. And a good job up front of opening up the hole for him.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. We are in the second quarter, 10:52 to go. Cardosa in motion. Hands it, a snap to Vasquez. Vasquez looking to turn the corner. He does. He's inside Cougar territory. Little spin move inside the 40 to the 37-yard line where he's finally brought down. The chains are going to move. The clock will continue to run, and your Wildcats pick up another first down.
Yeah, right there. Tremendous job. There's just direct snap to the quarterback. Quarterback sweep to the outside. Everybody's pulling out this side. Great job up front by the offensive line. You know, led there by number 65, J.P. Martinez, and along with a great, you know, reach block there by Mario Trevino on the edge. So good job right there all together on that football play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 10:15 to go here in the first quarter. Fakes handoff to Gio. Rolling out to his left is Ramsey Vasquez in the direction of Hector Muniz, and it looked like the defender got there just a step too soon.
He did. You know, again, ran the bootleg there. It was the first play that they ran early in the game right there. Ramsey gets outside, and he sees that you have a drag pattern from this side from the slot receiver. He drags across, but the defender tackles him before the ball gets there, and there you go, another automatic first down.
So the Wildcats continue to move the ball down the field. It's going to be another fresh set of downs for your Wildcats. Clock stops with 10:09 to go here in the first half. Your Wildcats, in case you're just joining us, are up by a score of 14-0.
Yeah, the Wildcats are mixing it up a little bit more tonight. You know, a lot of times what you see with the Wildcats, you got you toss and blast and dives and all this kind of stuff, but they're mixing that in, but they're doing some other things right now that's kind of opening up this defense. So again, as you notice, if you look at the Cougar defense, they're all within 5 yards of the football.
Guerra in motion, tosses to Gio. Gio gets inside the 20, however, there is a flag on the play. Coach, you were talking about the Wildcats opening up their offense. You got to also understand that they did have a week off, and for the most part, pretty healthy.
Yeah, that is, and coaches get to sit around and watch a lot of film and say, I want to do this and this, and and sometimes that's good for you, and sometimes not so good for you. But right now, it looks really good for the Wildcats. A little bit of holding right there on the outside, which we saw the hole right there, but there was a hold call, so now it's going to go back. Now it's 2nd and long. All right, we got second about 20 yards to go now.
Yeah, ball is going to be spotted at the 31.
First and 20, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1st and 20. Ball is spotted at the 31. Line to gain is the 11. We are under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter, 9:50 to be exact. Clock is now moving with the set of the ball. Gio Guerra is in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback. They're going to send Cardosa in motion. Snap is to Ramsey. Ramsey's going to cut up field. He's inside the 25, 20, 15. He's still on his feet. He's at the 10, 9. What a run from Ramsey Vasquez.
Great job right there. Same play they ran earlier, just direct snap to the quarterback. They motioned everybody across. Last time he took it outside. This time he planted and boom, and took it up the C gap and busted the seam right there. And some tremendous hard running by Ramsey Vasquez. And hey, now it's 1st and goal. All right, that 20 yards, you think you can't get it? Oh, yeah, you can. All right. Ramsey Vasquez is dead.
They needed 20. Ramsey got him 22.
There you go.
All right, so here we go. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 9:02 to go here in the first half. Ramsey Vasquez keeps the football, and he's in the end zone for another Wildcat touchdown. Ramsey Vasquez's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
Same football play that he ran for 65-yard touchdown right there. Again, zone read. Ramsey reads it really well, sees that the linebackers and the ends run up the field. Just opens up a perfect seam for the quarterback to get through. And with him and his great vision he has, it's touchdown Wildcats. Here we go, baby. All right.
So Gilbert got on to attempt the extra point. Figueroa is the holder. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it's a beauty right through the upright. And with 8:57 to go here in the first half, it is now your Weslaco Wildcats 21, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. We'll be right back with more action right here on K-West. Welcome back. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas. K-West bring you Wildcat football. 8:57 to go here in the first half, and your Wildcats are up by a score of 21-0. A 9-yard touchdown run from Ramsey Vasquez. Gilbert Garza adds the extra point, and that's where we're at right now. He's getting ready to kick the ball away to the Cougars. What a first half we have had so far, Coach.
It sure has. It's been a tremendous half of football, probably the best half of football that I've seen the Wildcats play all year long. They've had some really good football games, but they did a great job of preparing these kids and getting these kids ready to play this game. And the kids are all fired up, and you can tell a little bit of pooch kick right here to this side, and he fair catches it, and it's going to be the best starting, position for your Edinburg Cougars right now. They're going to get started at the 35, a little about the 36 instead of the 25. So let's see what happens. Defense needs to come out and get another big stop right here and see what happens.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach, the deepest the Cougars have been able to get is the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think they broke the other side of the 50 yet. So,
well, they were on the Wildcat side.
That's right.
Yeah, they were at the 49-yard line. So here come the Cougars. It's going to be Gonzalez, the quarterback, and he's going to hand the ball off to Perales. And Perales is met at the line of scrimmage trying to fight for a yard, and we'll see if they give him a yard.
Yeah, there's nothing there right there. When you look down the line, and we're in a good spot right here, you can look down the line, you see blue shirts starting straight up and getting pushed back. When that happens, you're trying to run inside. It's kind of hard. So credit the defensive line right there, because they're getting underneath the pads of the Cougars offensive line, and they're not going to be able to move. And if that continues to happen, they're going to have a hard time running inside on this Wildcat football team, on this Wildcat defense.
Well, we have a different quarterback, Ricky Garza, in at quarterback. And he's going to take it direct snap, and he's going to run with the football, and he's not going to get but about 2 yards.
No, he didn't get very much right there. I'll tell you, a guy that's been on the play, Leo Guerra's having a great night over there at the defensive end spot, because he wrapped him up right there. And the rest of the defense came in along with Irvin Marine and Isaias Martinez and Jonathan Granados right there on the stop. Tremendous job.
3rd down and 7. Ball is spotted at the 39-yard line. 7:49 left to go here in the second quarter. Garza, the quarterback, fakes the handoff. He's going to run with the ball again. He's got some running room and gets to about the midfield line, and that's going to move the chains for the Cougars.
Looks like we may have a flag down here also late, little extracurricular. I'm not sure what happened, though, but they just did a flag right there. But, you know, a good job on the zone read there for your Edinburg North Cougars right there, and the quarterback picks up a 1st down.
So we'll wait for the referees to talk this over and see what the call is going to be. So here comes your referee.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Number 8, 15-yard penalty will be assessed. The play counts. 2nd down.
Well, that one is on the quarterback, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he keeps the ball and stuff. I guess, you know, that's a little frustration, you know, obviously. You know, he wanted to get a 1st down. You know, they've been struggling a little bit, you know, but got to keep you cool, you know, that kind of stuff. But that's what happens.
So here we go, 2nd down and 25. I'm sorry, it's going to be 1st down. Should be first and 25.
I think they got the 1st down, so it's a dead ball foul. So it's going to come back, so it should be 1st down right now.
Right, and the line marker has 2nd down, and so does the scoreboard. That's why I said 2nd down, but thinking in my head it should be 1st down.
Exactly.
And there we go, now it's all corrected. So here we go, 1st down and 25 for the Cougars. Ball is resting at their own 35-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Looks like Gonzalez is back in at quarterback. Going to hand the ball off, and that is going to make a very difficult run when they go into the heart of the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, John Velasquez right there on the play, along with Isaias. Again, you can see this, the defensive line along right there, and big stop there, that time by Noe Castillo, number 55, all right, who's also playing some defensive tackle right now. So not much going on because the D-line's doing a great job of getting their hands on the offensive lineman and standing them up.
Garza, the quarterback, Perales, the running back. And a quick whistle. Well, that's because it's a timeout taken by Edinburg and North. So they've taken a timeout on the field, and we're going to take one as well. We've got 6:46 to go here in the 1st half, and it's your Wildcats 21, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are at the Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburgh. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. 2nd down and 23 for the Cougars, and the quarterback is going to keep it. That is Ricky Garza, and there's not a lot for him to pick up there. He gets to about the 42-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and call it 18 for the Cougars.
Again, zone read right there, and a good job by both the tackles, inside tackles. Again, Noe Castillo and Isaiah Martinez right there, you know, standing up, coming off the ball, you know, off the zone read and doing a good job of stopping the quarterback.
Clock continues to roll with 6:14 to go here in the 2nd quarter. They're going to send 2 receivers to both sides of the football. Quarterback Gonzalez rolls to his right. Ball is in the air, and it's high, and that's going to go in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 17.
So again, you know, they did a little sprint out to the right, and they try to run a deep comeback to try to get a 1st down right there, but the ball sailed way over the receiver's hands and just fell to the ground, and there you go. Now we got 4th and long, and now, again, Ramsey has a chance to get a return right here. We should get good field position here for our Wildcats.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure that was going to be enough yardage for a 1st down. High punt, but it's not very long. But it takes a Cougar bounce, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 20.
Yeah, right at the 20. This is the worst field position that the Wildcats have had to start the football game. But, you know, again, we have 5 minutes and 52 seconds, so it'd be real nice to see just one of those patent Wildcat drives that knocks out this 5 minutes and ends with a touchdown for the Wildcats. That'd be real nice.
Well, their last possession was almost one of those long patented drives, but it didn't take off enough time as we normally are used to. But it did result with a touchdown. So
that's what matters.
That's exactly what matters, Coach. So here we go. 1st and 10 for your Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. 5:52 to go here in the second quarter. Wildcats up 21-0. Quick pass out to Gio Guerra at the top of your screen, and he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, good bubble screen out there too to Gio, and a good job of blocking on the edge by our other receiver right there and picking up some great yardage right there. You know, there you are, Gio Guerra. We're used to seeing him in the backfield, but now they got him, you know, they're doing some different things tonight. You know, we haven't seen him as a receiver outside like that, but he's got good hands, so why not?
Now we've had our first personal foul charge to the Wildcats, and that's going to move the ball all the way back to the 10-yard line because it's half the distance. So it's going to be 1st and 20 for your Wildcats, so that'll negate the previous play.
It's funny when you get a little cool in the air, kids start getting a little more chippier, you know. You start to see it first night for this, so here we go.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Looks like it's Cardosa in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez. Vasquez takes a snap. He's going to run with it. Up the middle, breaks a few tackles, still on his feet, gets to about the 18-yard line before he's brought down. But what an exciting runner Ramsey Vasquez is.
He really is. You know, good read right there. You know, he did his own read. He was going to try to bring it to the play side, but he knows that it was covered. Defensive end to this side did a good job of squeezing. All right, so Ramsey had to cut it back and pick up, you know, about 4 or 5 yards right there, but exciting. Every time he runs the football, you know, get them old, you know, he gets them legs moving. He has great vision and stuff like that. He's an exciting football player to watch.
Coach, I have to say he was maybe 1 tackle away from breaking that one. So here we go, 2nd down and 13 from the 17. Tosses to Gio Guerra. Gio trying to turn the corner. He does. He's across the 20, 25, at about the 26-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds. Good running, good patient running there by Gio.
It sure was, you know, and he did a great job right there. And, you know, and I'm going to kind of say it right there, you know, he almost gets the 1st down right there, and looks like he got hit, you know, once he's outside the, you know, the end line right over here. And, you know, I'm not quite sure why there wasn't a flag right there because he was hit deep into the sidelines of the Wildcats.
Yeah, Briguette's not happy with the non-call, but that's irrelevant now. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. Line to gain is the 30. I formation. Garza and Guerra in the backfield. It's power I right. Gio with the handoff. He's going to get to the 33-yard line, and that's going to be plenty for a Wildcat 1st down.
Yeah, just ran a straight blast play to the right. There's a nice little hole right there opened up by the right side there by J.P. Martinez and Pablo Ibanez. So good job up front right there by the offensive line of the Wildcats.
So a fresh set of downs for your Wildcats at the 33-yard line. I formation. Garza, the tailback. Cardosa, the fullback. They're going to hand it off to Cardosa. Breaks a couple of tackles and wiggles his way forward to the 35-yard line, pickup of 3.
Yeah, they ran the inside belly play right there, and you know Cardoza just gets on the heels of the lineman, and the defense don't even see him for a while. You know, that kind of stuff. But good patient running there and good hard running there by Cardoza.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Your Wildcats are up by a score of 21-0. They're going to say that he picked up 2, so it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Power I right. Gio Guerra is the tailback. Cardosa and Garza in the backfield as well. They're going to toss it to Guerra running to his right. Has some tackles, breaks a few tackles. Is across the 40, 45-yard line. And what tough running by Gio Guerra.
Just power toss downhill. All right. That type of thing. And good job, you said, by Leo Guerra right there, seeing a hole. But he had to run extremely hard, break some tackles, and just kept his feet moving. Just a tremendous run and a good job on the edge by our receivers right there, doing a good job of blocking, along with Edward Badillo. He sets that whole thing up there by doing a great job of blocking the corner.
Ramsey Vasquez takes the ball, hands it off to Gio Guerra. Gio has a little seam right off the right tackle. He gets across midfield, and Gio, for not being a very big guy, just muscles his way across midfield. And of course, as you always like to say, Coach, he just keeps moving his feet.
He does, you know, and right there, again, like I was telling you about our defensive line, how they're standing up their offensive linemen. Our offensive linemen are pushing the defensive line of the Cougars back. And you can see that blue shirts are getting pushed back. That's good stuff.
Ramsey keeps it. He's going to get to about the 47-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, zone read again right there off the jet sweep, and Ramsey pulls it, picks up 2-3 yards right there. Again, 3rd and manageable. And right now they're probably in 4-down territory anyway, if you know the Wildcats.
Yeah, 2:15 to go here in the first half. Vasquez takes the snap. He's going to run out to his right. Has some blockers. Breaks a tackle. 40, 35. Still on his feet. Inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds. The clock will stop with 2:07 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, great job again. Just direct snap to Ramsey Vasquez. Again, as you notice, that they're already offset with their backs. They motion another back across. They're heavy to this side. So, you know, Ramsey has some, you know, a lot of, you know, mass in front of him, obviously, and doing a great job of picking up some big yardage right there.
33-yard line is where they spot the ball. 1:55 to go here in the first half. Hand the ball off to Gio Guerra. He cuts it back, and he's brought down at the 30.
Yeah, a little inside zone back here to Gio Guerra. He does cut it back to the left. Still picks up about a couple yards right there. All right, but, you know, good job by the Cougar defense right there to limit it into 2 to 3 yards.
The Wildcats still have 1 timeout left. 1:35 to go here in the first half. Russell got us in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback. Snap. Garza has the ball inside the 30 to the 27. He's going to bring up a 3rd down in about 5.
Yeah, I think Russell, if he'd have just glanced to the left a little bit, there was a natural big hole to the left about cutting your, cutting your heels opposite and that kind of stuff and making a cut right there. But still picked up good yards right there. But that's the thing about vision and stuff like that. Our backs run hard and they have great vision and stuff. He'll see it here in a minute.
Under 1 minute here in the first half. Hands the ball off to Garza. Garza still on his feet at the 20-yard line. He's tripped up. He's going to fall forward to the 19. The clock will stop momentarily while they move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 for your Wildcats at the 19-yard line. The Wildcats quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
So now they got their big back in there with Garza and stuff, and he is just pounding them right now.
So 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Vasquez, quarterback, fakes the handoff, keeps the ball, going to run out to his outside. Now he's going to cut up the middle. He's going to get inside to the 17.
Yeah, again, we got a timeout here by the Wildcats. You know, again, zone read right there, but, you know, Edinburg North, their outside linebacker did a good job of staying home and squeezing down, making Ramsey cut it back inside to the linebackers.
Yeah, that's the last timeout of the first half for your Wildcats. So we're going to keep it here, Coach. 2nd down and 8. What do you think Coach Burgett's going to do here?
Well, you know, you got time to, you know, get it to the end zone, that kind of stuff. And if you don't, you know, you could clock it once if you have to, kick a field goal, get the 3 points. But these first 2 plays will be big right now. See, you know, how much yards they can get. They could break one, get it to the touchdown, that kind of stuff. But that's what you're going to see. These first 1 to 2 plays, it's real important, all right, to see what you can get. And if you can't, you may want to clock it on 3rd and kick it on 4th, you know, that kind of stuff to get your 3 points.
So he's going to send them in with 2 plays ready to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so it's 2nd down and 8 from the 17, and your Wildcats are coming back onto the field. Coach Burgett had a good long chat with Ramsey Vasquez. Javi Garza in at quarterback under center. Bubble screen, Ramsey Vasquez, and he's going to throw the ball back to Gio Guerra, and it's a touchdown.
Or just run a little trick play. All right, little Boudreaux time. All right, that's what we used to call it all the time because, you know, we talk about Boudreaux and stuff like that, which is trick plays for your Wildcats right there. And there it was, and it was played to perfection. Great job Great call by the coach right there. All right, and because it's right there time, because I'm sure the Cougars are thinking, oh no, they're going to pound it, boom. All right, does a little flare play out back here, throws it out, throws it back, little play, touchdown, and that's a football play that the Wildcats have been running for many years.
Garza adds the PAT, so with 28 seconds to go here in the first half, it is now your Weslaco East Wildcats 28, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. We'll be right back with the remaining 28 seconds of the first half right here on K-West. Welcome back, Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. We are almost to the end of the first half. 28 seconds left here in the first half, and your Wildcats are up by a score of 28-0. Gilbert got it on to kick away for your Wildcats. Maldonado back deep along with Garza for the Cougars. This one is not a very long kick, and it's going to be fair caught at the 21-yard line by Sergio Quintanilla, and that's where the Edinburg Cougars will begin this next offensive series with only 28 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I would imagine the Cougars are going to have to be played smart right here. Just, run a play or whatever, get this clock off the field, go back in and regroup.
Well, they do have the win at their back, so they could go for a couple of big plays. They've got 28 seconds, and they still have 2 timeouts.
All right, looks like that's probably what they want to do. They do have their spread out here.
They've got Gonzalez back in at quarterback. They're going to hand the ball off to their running back, Duarte, and he's going to make a couple of moves and get across the 30 to the 32-yard line, maybe 33, and that's going to be a first down for the Cougars. Clock continues to move. As I mentioned, they still do have 2 timeouts in their pocket, but choose not to use them here.
Exactly. Like I said, I think they're just, playing this half off and trying to get back and try to make some corrections at halftime and come back and try to make the game out of it.
Well, the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. Buzzer has sounded, and we have officially played 2 quarters here at Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg. And at the end of the first half, it is your Weslaco East Wildcats 28, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. Enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back with second half action right here on K-West.
Touchdown, Wildcat.
Gatsa goes into the end zone. And he's off to the races. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Welcome back. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock. Coach, what a great first half of football we've seen thus far.
Just a real solid game, start to finish. We had some big explosive plays and scored some touchdowns there. And then, settled down a little bit, started driving the ball, and, come up with some really good football plays. Ran a little trick play at the end, scored again, that kind of thing, which, puts us up 28-0 going into the halftime right there. So you're sitting pretty right now. This is what you want to see, and you're seeing a great improvement, from the Wildcat offense and defensively. Like I said, you start watching defenses and, defense shutting people out and doing things like that, you're starting to say, okay, if your defense is getting better as the year goes along, that's going to, hold some great things in the future. So, then there's some big games going on, Absolutely, it's a big district game right now. All right, but there's more to come, that kind of stuff. So you want to see your team get better and better each week.
Absolutely. Let's give you a little recap of the scoring in the first half. As you mentioned, Coach, Wildcats up 28-0. They began from the second play of scrimmage, a 64-yard TD run from Ramsey Vasquez, a quarterback keeper. Gilbert Garza added the point after, so with 9:25 in the first quarter, it was 7-0. And then on the very next possession, the first play from scrimmage was a 65-yard TD pass from Ramsey Vasquez to Hector Muñiz. Gilbert Garza added the extra point, and with 8:23, it was 14-0. Then it got a little quiet till the second quarter began. And then it was a 9-yard TD run from Ramsey Vasquez. In the second quarter, Gilbert Garza point after was good, 21-0. And as you mentioned right now, late in the second quarter, a 17-yard TD wide receiver hitch pass from Ramsey Vasquez to Gio Guerra with 28 seconds left in the first half. Point after by Garza was good. 28-0. That was a scoring recap of the first half, and the Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely. They won the flip. They deferred to the second half, and now they're going to get an opportunity to get the offense first. And this is big. You want to obviously get some points right here, move the ball down, and score.
Gio Guerra and Hector Muñiz back deep for your Wildcats. Two dangerous guys back there.
Absolutely. Especially in the open field. And they have such great vision and stuff. So, two really good guys to put back on your kickoff team.
So here comes the kick from the Cougars to begin the second half, and it's going to be a short one. It's going to be fielded by Figueroa. He's going to drop it. Guerra will pick it up, and he's going to look for some running room. Looking out to the left, he's got some room. He's got some blockers. He makes a move, and he's finally knocked out of bounds at about midfield.
A lot of times that happens, when the kicks like that, you bobble it, it gets past you, that kind of stuff, and the coverage gets past you. And when the coverage gets past you, you can find a little crease right there, which is what happened right there, but looks like we got either a timeout or something by the referees, but I don't see a flag on the ground, so we're going to be in great field position right around the 50-yard line to start this offensive series for the Wildcats.
Well, there was a whistle, Coach, and as you mentioned, you didn't see a flag, so it looks like they're just going to get the game going here in the second half. Wildcats will begin the second half with the football starting off at midfield. Ramsey Vasquez is the quarterback. Now we've got a longer whistle.
Timeout.
Well, the second quarter started with the timeout. Now the third quarter started with the timeout.
Now, a lot of times when you see something like that, especially if you're on defense, when you get a timeout that quick, that kind of stuff, may not be enough men on the field.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like it's going to be a personnel issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not everybody's quite ready, or maybe someone might have gotten hurt on the kickoff team, and so you're missing a guy. Right, exactly. So quick timeout taken by the Edinburg North Cougars, and it looks like they've got everything squared away because they're running back onto the field. We got 11:51 to go here in the third quarter, and we're going to start the first play from scrimmage in the second half with your Wildcats with the football. And since we've got a little lull in the action, let's remind you that Knapp Medical Center is the 2019 season sponsor of your Weslaco East Wildcats. I want to thank Knapp Medical Center for all they do for Wildcat football. So once again, here come the Wildcats onto the field as they begin second half action. Just to let you know, I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, and bring you all the action as we have been all season long here from Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg. Muñiz in motion. They're going to hand the ball off to him. He's going to bounce it outside. Now he's going to cut upfield. He hurdles a guy, gets inside Cougar territory to the 46-yard line.
He does a good job of reading there on the jet sweep right there. You notice that Randy Cardoso was blocking his guy outside, so he cut it back inside and picked up the 5 yards 4 to 5 yards that he picked up right there. Just good, patient running by Muñiz.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for your Wildcats. Russell Garza in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez, the quarterback. Muñiz again in motion. This time they fake the handoff to Muñiz, hand it off to Garza. Garza's got some running room, breaks a few tackles, stiff arm. He's on the 20, 15, one man to beat. And he's going to finally be wrestled down at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, a good, off that same series with that jet sweep back this kind, faked it and then handed it back inside to Russell Garza for a huge run by the Wildcats. Just a tremendous job, misdirection, that kind of stuff. And when you see that, that gets the linebackers to get a little bit outside and that kind of stuff. And you hit a good crease in the inside right there and a big run by Russell Garza.
42 yards on that carry from Russell Garza. A couple of broken tackles. And, of course, some great blocking up front and then a stiff arm. And then, of course, he's finally wrestled down at the 4-yard line. So your Wildcats first and goal from the 4-yard line. Gio Guerra, the only back in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Rolling to his right is Ramsey Vasquez. He throws the ball in the direction of Hector Muñiz. Does he catch it? Yes, he does. The referee raises his arms, and that's another Wildcat touchdown.
Yeah, good job right there by Ramsey Garza. He gets it right. The only place that he could place the ball right there was low and down right there, to keep it away from the defenders. But a great job by Muñiz to cradle the ball, bring it in, show that he's got the catch. Touchdown Wildcats. What a way to start again the second half.
That's the second time that Vasquez and Muñiz have connected for a TD pass. The first one, of course, came in the first half, but that one was a 65-yard variety. Gilbert Garza with the point after. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 10:34 to go here in the third quarter, it is now your Weslaco East Wildcats 35, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. And that is Hector Muñiz's 5th touchdown reception of the year.
Just like I say, a real versatile football player, plays both sides. I don't think the kid gets off the field very much. You see him on punt returns, you see him on kickoff returns. He's obviously plays free safety, has for the last 3 years. He's a 3-year starter. So, big time football player. Great stuff, but a Wildcat. All these kids, they play real unselfish type football. You can see that, everything gets spread around, that kind of stuff. They all are involved and doing a good job. But it all starts up front with that big offensive line that they have, protecting the quarterback, giving them enough time to throw the football, that kind of stuff. But a lot of play action stuff that you see from the Wildcats. And you're going to see that from running football teams. And they do it really well.
10:34 left to go here in the third quarter, and it's your Wildcats leading by a score of 35-0. Want to welcome all our Facebook viewers. Remember, we are live on Facebook tonight because it is Thursday. You get audio and a video. So make sure you share the link. Let everybody know around the world that your Wildcats are live tonight from Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg. Garza with the kick. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be fielded by Garza at about the 14-yard line. He breaks the tackle. Now he runs the opposite direction. Wildcats in hot pursuit, and he's going to be brought down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, good job by the coverage team right there, getting down there and making the tackle. Here comes the number. Yeah, really good job there by Randy Cardosa and by number 14, Josh De La Rosa on the tackle. Good job there. Good coverage.
Robert Gonzalez is the quarterback. Going to have one man in the backfield. 2 receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Going to hand it off to the running back, and that's going to be Perales. And Perales is met and hit hard by Hector Muñiz at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, brought down. Absolutely. There was a big hole on the left side right there, but Muñiz came up and made the stop. When he got into the secondary, Muñiz, like I said, just a fine football player, good tackler and that kind of stuff. So he had to do his job right there because there was a big gaping hole for the running back for the Edinburg North Cougars.
So 12 yards on that run for Perales, and that's going to move the chains for the Cougars, and now they've got 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Gonzalez, the quarterback. Perales in the backfield with him. Going to hand it off to Perales, and he's going to get to about the 45, and he's brought down at the 46.
Yeah, again, good job there by Jonathan Velasquez getting on the tackle right there with Irvin Marine on the tackle right there. Again, a good little hole there to the right side this time for your Edinburg North Cougars.
Correction, that was Ricky Garza on the carry for the Cougars. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from their own 46-yard line. Uriel Martinez, the tailback. Gonzalez, the quarterback. Hands it off to Uriel. He's got some running room. He's across midfield into Wildcat territory to the 44-yard line. And this is the deepest the Cougars have been all night.
Absolutely. You know, they're doing a good job right there, running a little back draw right there, back to the other side. And, you know, finding a hole right there through the B gap right there. And I guess because that little play action back to the other side, a little faking him back to this other back, that's kind of making our linebackers step to the left a little bit there and opening up the hole to the right side. So good job by the Cougars.
2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Gonzalez hands the ball off to Perales. And he's going to be brought down at about the 40.
Yeah, good hit there. Again, by number 30, Jonathan Granados right there, coming from the other side, seeing it and, you know, making the stop. But again, they're finding a hole in the middle of the Wildcat defense right now. So they're going to have to shore that up right now because looks like the Cougars are on the march right now.
That they are. 2nd down and 5 from their own 39-yard line. We are in the third quarter, 8:06 to go here in the third. They've got big number 82. I don't have a name for him on my roster. They're leading the blocks for Ricky Garza. And this time Ricky Garza hit hard as he gets to about the line to gain, which is the 33, and they're going to mark him down at the 33, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Exactly. They're just running straight at the Wildcat defense right now and picking up some, you know, needed yardage each time. They're getting 6, 7, 8 yards a pop right now, so something's got to give right now for the Wildcat defense. They're going to have to shore this up.
Gonzalez, the quarterback, going to hand the ball off. No, he's going to keep it now. He's in trouble. And again, that's one of the things that the Wildcats do so well is containment.
Yeah, they do a good job of containing the quarterback right there. The quarterback that time pulled it, looked like he was going to go, you know, try to, you know, run the inside zone. Actually, the zone read off the zone play right there, and a host of Wildcats were just sitting right there, you know, ready to make that tackle, especially Leo Guerra, just right there to make the play.
They lose yardage, and it'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Perales, the ball carrier. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage, bounces it outside, and gets to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 10.
Yeah, good job right there. Great tackle by Jonathan Valadez right there, number 8. On it, you know, the kid was hit the hole, spun, but Jonathan was right there to make the tackle.
They're going to spot it at the 32. Will bring up a 3rd down and 9. 6:24 left in the third. Wildcats leading 35-0.
So right here, you know, obviously there's 2 plays right here to get this 1st down because I'm sure they're going to go for it in this area. So
watch 82 because they're going to follow him. This time he stays the block. Quarterback gets rid of the ball in the direction of Sergio Quintanilla, and that is incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, just a hook pattern outside to the right. Number 4 come back to get to the ball. Ball's right on the money. Good job with throwing the football by the Cougar quarterback, but again, hit his hands and it bounced to the ground. Maybe the receivers might be hearing, the footsteps. The coverage is there, that kind of stuff. But that's on one of those plays. You get in that hole right there. The quarterback delivers. It's almost hard to defend it. Brings up a big 4th down here for our Wildcat defense.
4th and 9. Quarterback Gonzalez rolling to his right. Ball is in the air and it's caught by Quintanilla.
And it's out.
And the ball is on the ground. And it's Wildcat football.
Yeah, again, tremendous job right there by the Cougars in a great catch right there, but a good job and a big hit right there by John Animas, all right, and breaks the ball up right there, and the Wildcats recover the fumble, and there you go.
Leo Guerra trailing in hot pursuit comes up with a loose ball. Yeah. So the Wildcats really buckling down there on defense, not allowing the Cougars to get into the end zone, creating a fumble and recovering the fumble. We've got 5:53 to go here in the third. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West. Welcome back. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas. Wildcats recover a Cougar fumble. Leo Guerra giving the ball back to your Wildcats. Ball at their own 8-yard line, 1st and 10. Hands the ball off to Russell Garza, and he's going to bang his way forward to about the 10.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot there on that play. Just ran a straight dive to the left side right there, but the Cougars, came up with a big tackle right there just for a 2-yard gain.
5:35 to go here in the third. Wildcats up by a score of 35-0. They've got the ball at their own 10-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Gio Guerra back on the field for your Wildcats. He'll be in the backfield with Ramsey Vasquez. I formation, Vasquez under center. Toss is to Guerra. He's got some blockers, cuts upfield. He's going to be hit, and he's going to get out to about the 12.
Yeah, really good job of the defensive end on this side, or the outside linebacker on this side for your Cougars. He did a good job of stretching it and seeing it, and they had to cut it back, and the inside linebacker came in to make a big play and a big stop on the toss. Only picked up about maybe a yard or 2 yard at the most. All right, so now it brings up 3rd and about 6. All right, so and down here, deep in their territory, so hopefully we can get a 1st down right here so we can flip the field position.
Clock rolling, 4:40 to go here in the third. 3rd down and 6 for your Wildcats. Ball is spotted at their own 12-yard line. I formation, and a lot of movement on the line, so it might be on the defense from where I'm standing.
Yeah, it looks like a neutral zone infraction right there.
We'll see what the call is.
That's it.
Well, they needed 6. They picked up 5 on that penalty. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, that's a big advantage right there. So did a good job on the long count and getting them to jump right there. Good job by the quarterback. I'll give that to him every time, with the cadence and that kind of stuff. And, the discipline of the offensive line not jumping themselves. So good job up front.
I formation again for your Wildcats. Ramsey Vasquez under center. There's a snap. He's going to hand it off to Gio Guerra. Gio's going to pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, he does. He got tripped up in the backfield, but he leaned forward and got the necessary yards for the 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 20-yard line. They're going to move the chains. So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. Ball at the 20-yard line. We are officially under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Drive began at their own 8-yard line after a fumble recovery by your Wildcats. This is the first time they have the ball here. I'm sorry. 2nd time they have the ball here in the 3rd quarter. Hands the ball off to the first man through, which is Russell Garza. He's going to get to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, they ran the little counter play back this way off the you see the quarterback reverses out and stuff, runs the counter back here. It's been a pretty good play for them. They may run it once or twice a game, and it's been big plays there. But the defensive tackle there for the Cougars was, he stayed home and made a good job on the counter play.
Little split power eye to the left. Toss to Gio Guerra. He's got some blockers. Going to cut it back, cut up field. Now he's across the 25. He's getting to about the 27-yard line. He's drug out of bounds, and it's going to be a little bit shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, but a good hard run there, by Gio. So, or by Russell Garza, excuse me. All right, and, good run. But it looks like we might have a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the opposite side of the field.
It's usually about where holding. There it is. It's been pretty good. Haven't had a lot of penalties. That's been kind of our, booger bug, I guess you want to call it, right, for the year a lot. We get something started, get a big penalty, that kind of stuff. These things we've seen. It's only happened maybe twice in this game. We overcame it early in the 1st half over here when it was 2nd down and 20. So now it's deep in our territory. So, let's see what we do by overcoming this penalty.
Well, they're going to spot it all the way back to the 18-yard line. The clock says, the board says 2nd and, it's going to back to the 12-yard line and 18 yards to go, and they're going to lose yards on this play.
Yeah, great. Like I said, yeah, good open field tackle there. Good penetration by the Edinburg North Cougars right there by
Going to move it all the way back to the 5-yard line to bring up a 3rd down and 25 yards to go. They've got to get to the 30.
Yeah, that was a big play there by Rene Hernandez right there by your Cougar defense. Your linebacker shot through right there and made a big stop in the backfield. Now it's really long.
Ramsey Vasquez and the Edinburg North Cougars are going to call a timeout. There were some personnel changes being made, and I think they didn't have enough people on the field. So we've got 1:57 to go here in the 3rd. Your Wildcats are up 35-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Edinburg, Texas. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium. KWS bringing you Wildcat football. We are in the 3rd quarter. 1:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Your Wildcats are up by a score of 35-0. 3rd down and 25 from their own 5-yard line. Wildcats with the football. Ramsey Vasquez, empty backfield. Muniz in motion, fakes a jet sweep. Now he's going to run out to his left. He's got some running room. He's at the 20. Yes. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. And now he is off to the races. And Ramsey Vasquez is going to take this one to the house. 95 yards for Ramsey Vasquez. And that's another Wildcat touchdown.
Touchdown right there. You just never know. Okay. That young man, like I said, again, zone read, he sees it, takes it outside, and outsprints the defense all the way to the touchdown, baby. Touchdown, Wildcats. Woo!
That's the 2nd time Ramsey has broken a big one. 64 yards from the 2nd play of scrimmage from the ball game, and now this one for 95 yards.
He's having a tremendous night tonight. He really is. You know, he just. Again, the skill set on that kid is just amazing, you know. And you see outran the defense in touchdown. You just never know any time on the field.
Again, Figueroa with a great job handling the snap. It was the best of snaps. It wasn't too bad, but he had to reach out and grab it, put it down on the tee, and Garza again just cool, calm, and collected, kicked it right through the upright. And with 1:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter, it is now your Weslaco Wildcats 42, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. Coach, you said a little while ago on a 7-yard punt return by Ramsey Vasquez that it was exciting just to watch him run those 7 yards because he scoots right, scoots left, runs forward, and we kind of saw the same thing here, just a little stutter step, and then he hits a hole on the left side, and then it's just off to the races.
Well, his vision is so good, Joey. You know, that kind of stuff. He sees those things, you know, and he sees the play open up. You know, it was off the zone read again, and he pulls it, and he gets outside, and he notices that, you know, that everything's pinned back to the inside, so he gets it to the outside, and once he gets to the outside, gets to the open, you know, it's a foot race.
And Ramsey Vasquez is a 300-meter hurdler, so he's not slow by any stretch of the imagination.
No, he's not.
Gilbert Garza on to kick the ball away to the Cougars. Maldonado back deep along with Garza. They're going to line up at about the 14-yard line. And this one is going to go to Garza at the 17. And he's going to be hit at the 25 and finally brought down at the 32.
Yeah, good job by the coverage team right there, you know, getting down there. John Animas, you know, along with Josh De La Rosa, good job of good coverage and getting him stopped at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 30-yard line. 1:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez, the quarterback, back on the field. He's going to have Perales in the backfield. Number 82 is lined up in the backfield as well. And they're going to hand the ball off to Perales, and he's going to be hit after about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, not much there. That time, you know, Isaias Martinez saw him coming. You know, he was really low as he come up. He saw him coming through the line, got up and made a big tackle. Good job of big number 72 for your Wildcats.
2nd down and 8 from the 32-yard line. This time Ricky Garza's in the backfield with Gonzalez. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass out here to his left, and it's going to be caught by Brendan Borrego.
Yeah, just, again, just a stop pattern outside right here. And Borrego, the ball's up a little bit that time, and he was able to catch the football. Secures it, but right there, good coverage, especially there by our corner. All right, number 21 for your Wildcats, Gianni Bieta. Excellent job.
3rd down and 3 from the 37. Half a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and a quick handoff to Uriel Martinez, but he's not going to get the first down.
Yeah, a little short right there. Good job up front by the whole defensive line. Start with Leo Guerra right there to stop the play. Now it's 4th and about a yard. I would imagine in this game right now, they want to keep the football. So,
well, I think they're going to let the clock expire here in the 3rd quarter, get to the sideline, get a little opportunity to talk about this, because you're down 7 touchdowns, and so you definitely need to
keep the ball.
Talk about it. So we have played 3 quarters here at Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg, and at the end of 3, it is your Wildcats 42, the Cougars 0. We'll be right back with the final quarter right here on K-West. Welcome back. We are just about to get underway in the 4th quarter. Wildcats leading 42-0. And we've got a quick flag as
first down.
The last 3 quarters, Coach, have started with a timeout, and now a penalty.
Jack, that kind of reminds me of a couple of weeks ago. So right now, but right there we just jumped off sides a little bit by the defense right there, trying to get a quick start right there, but it's 4th and short, and they want to make a big play, but now it's 1st.
1st and 10 for the Cougars as we begin the 4th quarter. The ball is going to be at their own 44-yard line. Hand the ball off to Perales. Perales trying to find anywhere to run, and there is nowhere for him to go, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
No, just a good job over there by the defensive end, and along with Jordan Velasquez. Jordan kind of wiped the whole thing out right there. He picked up about 2 yards right there, but a great job by our inside linebacker, Jordan Velasquez, on the tackle.
They're going to give him 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 47-yard line. We're going to spot the ball. Garza in the backfield with Gonzalez, the quarterback. Going to move over number 82. This time Garza's going to run over to his left. He's got the corner, and he's going to get across midfield to about the 45-yard line. And is there a flag over there, Coach?
I'm not sure. I don't, the crowd looked like we were trying to get a face mask or something, but I don't see a flag on the ground, so maybe not. Well, the side judge is coming over, so there must be a flag, and it looks like it's a face mask.
Yeah, I thought I saw a flag go out there, but remember, they're wearing gold or yellowish colored pants, so it's really hard to detect that flag.
Face mask on the defense, number 21.
There you go.
15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run, resulting in 1st down.
Yeah, I saw the ball carrier. You did a good job of bouncing the ball outside, but you notice at the end of the play, you notice his head come back. So, obviously that's going to draw a face mask call.
So they'll move the ball all the way down to the 29-yard line with 11:15 to go here in the ball game. Want to remind you that Knapp Medical Center is the 2019 season sponsor of your Weslaco East Wildcats.
Yeah, Knapp does a great job, and the whole city of Weslaco. Knapp Medical Center has obviously been there for a long, long time, and they serve the community really well, and we really appreciate their sponsorship this year.
Well, they're going to get a fresh set of downs at the 29-yard line. And we've got 11:15 left in the game. Hands the ball off to Uriel, and Uriel is going to get to about the 28.
Yeah, he didn't get much right there. A good job inside, by Gio Barrera on the stop right there. It looks like we got a timeout, officials timeout on the field right now. But he's up and he's running off.
So the officials call a timeout on the field. We're going to go ahead and just stay here, Coach. Again, we've got 11:01. The clock is stopped with the officials' timeout. The Wildcats up by a score of 42-0. We've had 8, 9, 10, 11 quarters of shutout football. Do you think that is on the mind of the Wildcats right now, to shut out the Cougars, or are they going to get more people in there just to get them some time to play?
Well, it looks like they get their starters in there right now. You know the kids that see, but it's their same rotation. You know, defensively, you know there's 11 guys, but there's about 16, 17, 19 kids that play a lot. So,
quarterback looking to his left. Ball is in the air, and it is. Looked like it may have fallen out of his hands.
Yep.
And it did. Incomplete pass to Borrego.
Again, you know, just a little, you know, button hook inside, you know, on the outside right there, come back, curl pattern, and the ball's right on the money, but the defender, you know, up there, number 21, Gianni Barrera, did a great job of separating the ball from the receiver, so good job by the corner.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Quarterback Gonzalez takes it, hands it off to Garza. Garza is hit at the 25 really hard, and he's going to fall forward to about the 23-yard line, and that's going to be about 4 yards shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, there was a hole right there, but a good job by Jonathan Granados to get a piece of him right now. But we have a Wildcat down on the field.
So we're going to take a timeout as they take a timeout on the field. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West. Welcome back. We are at the Richard R. Flores Stadium. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. 4th down for the Cougars after a official's timeout on the field. Clock moving, 10-10 left to go in the ball game. 4th and 4 from the 23-yard line. Big play for the Cougars, big play for your Wildcats. Hands the ball off to Perales. Perales is not going to get the 1st down, and the ball's going to go over and down to your Wildcats.
Yeah, great job there by the defense on that side, you know, led there by Jordan Velasquez on the tackle right there, and along with number 8, Jonathan Valadez. Just a good job. They try to, again, they've been having success with this little bounce play to the outside and stuff, but our outside linebacker did a great job of staying home and making the tackle.
So the ball goes over on downs to your Wildcats, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a different quarterback out there. Javi Garza is on the field. Russell Garza is going to be the tailback. Randy Cardosa will be the fullback. Little exchange problem. We'll see if Garza was able to fall back on the football.
Looks like he did. He got back on it again. And he, like I said, you know, the starting quarterback in the center, they get snaps all the time. I mean, if you ever watch them, they're snapping all the time. They're snapping between plays and stuff like that on the sidelines and stuff, because the snap is so pivotal, you know, to get an offensive play running. Obviously, you got to have a great snap. So that one, there's a little separation, but we got a new quarterback in.
Yeah, it looked like Pedro Posada is the one that came up with the football. So 2nd down and 10 for your Wildcats. Clock continues to move with 9:23 left to go in the ball game. I formation, toss to Russell Garza. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Nothing doing as he's brought down after about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, good job there by their defensive end, number 51 for Daniel Rodriguez. Good job right there by that young man making a stop there on the toss play.
They're going to spot it at the 24. That's going to be just a 1-yard gain for Garza. But more importantly, the clock continues to move. We are under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Same formation for your Wildcats. 3rd down.
Looks like they're blitzing right
Hands
there.
The ball
Should be a little
to
hole.
Russell Garza, and he's going to get across the 33 to the 34-yard line, and that's going to move the chains.
Definitely, you know, it looked like the Edinburg North Cougar defense, they wanted to send a blitz right there. They did, and that kind of opened up a gap right there to the right for Garza to run through, and he picks up the necessary yards for the 1st down. Good job all together by the offensive line, and obviously led there by Randy Cardozo, our fullback.
Yeah, picking up the blitz and allowing Garza to pick up the necessary yards to pick up the 1st down. So we got a fresh set of downs for your Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 8:05 to go here in the ball game. I formation. Tosses to Gio Guerra. He's got some blockers. Patiently waiting to make a move, and he cuts up field to about the 35-yard line, and that's going to be a 2-yard pickup for Guerra.
Exactly. The Wildcats now just in their base I offense right now and just going to run, like you're seeing, blast, toss, this kind of stuff. They're up 42-0 right now, but, they're going to keep running hard and stuff. They hit a crease, they're going to run, that kind of thing. But they've gone to a lot of their second teamers, that kind of stuff. So,
Guerra, the lone setback, got it to the quarterback. He's going to keep it, run off to his left side, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen quarterback sneak tonight. Picks up 3 to 4 yards. They love running that with Ramsey Vasquez. So, good job right there, picking up some yardage. Now it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
3rd and 5 from the 38-yard line is what the scoreboard says, Coach. So we'll go with that.
All right.
7:32 to go in the ball game. Also want to remind you that if you are watching on Facebook Live, we want to thank you for watching tonight. And, of course, we want to encourage you to share the link so that everybody around the world knows that your Wildcats are on live tonight, audio and video. I formation for your Wildcats. That is under center. Hands the ball off to Gio Guerra. Gio met at the line of scrimmage, is able to fight his way forward to the 40 for a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, just picks up a little 2 yards right there on the blast play right there. He did cut it back. He thought he had a little crease right there, but only picked up a couple yards. Now it's 4th and about 3, so I'm sure that should bring on the punt team. But you never know.
Well, remember the quarterback, Javi Garza, is also the punter.
Right.
So we'll see what Coach Brigette has up his sleeves here.
Might be a quick kick. You never know. They may motion out of this. Let's see what they're going to do.
Vargas is the fullback. They toss it to Gio Guerra. He's got some running room. He's going to pick up the first down. It's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 45.
Exactly.
They brought in Felix Vargas. I don't know if you noticed that, but he laid a block that really allowed Gio Guerra to get to the 45.
Yeah, just a good job. Downhill toss play right there by Gio Guerra. And like you said, just a tremendous block outside. So good job. Again, you've got control of the game. You want to control the clock, that kind of stuff. And that's what they're doing. Again, but a simple toss play.
6:15 left in the ball game. I formation for your Wildcats. They've got the football at their own 45-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Vargas. Vargas breaks a few tackles, still on his feet across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I like watching Vargas. A lot of time he comes in games like this. They play him some other times too. But that young man has a lot of heart. He is a Wildcat because he fights hard and a Wildcat back. So when he gets the ball, he's going forward. He's a load too.
Yeah, Vargas, you see him a lot in the power I formation, and a lot of times, 95% of the times, he's usually a blocker, a lead blocker.
Absolutely, he's a blocker. So that's always been the fun thing with the Wildcats. Everybody's got a block.
Yeah, and tonight they want to feed him, and they're going to feed him again, and he's going to get across to the 45-yard line, and that may be another Wildcat first down.
Yeah, definitely. They're giving him the ball, and here he is. He's got the crowd excited and that kind of stuff. Again, he's just a guard in the backfield, but now he's getting a little, like I said, every once in a while, you give a dog a bone, that kind of stuff. So he's getting that, that tonight, and that's perfect because that is Wildcat pride. This young man, this Vargas kid, is absolutely epitomizes what a Wildcat is.
Hands the ball off to the tailback, Gio Guerra. He's going to get inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Let's go back to Felix Vargas. We've got Team Vargas just down here to our left, and you were talking about getting the crowd wild. That's exactly who is getting wild. And if you notice all the teachers, Coach, it is all Team Vargas right there.
Absolutely. They got he's a great young man and stuff like that. He just did a tremendous job of blocking right there for his tailback.
4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Russell Garza now on the field, replacing Gio Guerra. He's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line, and they're going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
So now, it's 3rd and short, that kind of stuff. Again, they're just simply moving the football, doing a good job up front, blocking, with the offensive line, and just good Wildcat football, trying to finish off this football game.
And a lot of new Wildcats coming onto the field right now. New running back out there, Josh Gonzalez. Haven't heard his name mentioned a lot this year.
Good. You know, that's good to see Josh back in the lineup right now and see what happens.
A name we've called many times in the last couple of years. So he's the tailback in this I formation. Vargas, the lead blocker. Look at that block by the quarterback as Josh Gonzalez gets to the 30-yard line. Great block there by Javi Garza.
Yeah, good job by Javi Garza. That's the thing about the toss. They lead with their quarterback outside when they do the toss, and he's looking for anything coming inside out, and boom, he does a good job of getting a good cut block, and that's what you teach them, and that's how they're taught, and it was just picture perfect.
So a fresh set of downs for your Wildcats. 3:15 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hands the ball off to Vargas. Vargas still on his feet. Finally brought down after about a 2-yard pickup.
You bet. He's still fighting for every inch he can get. Great run there by Felix.
So they'll spot it at the 27-yard line. They're going to give him a 2-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Under 3 minutes to go here in the ball game.
You know, I love watching kids like Felix Vargas and stuff like that. Those are unselfish kids that, you know, they wait their turn and they work so hard and they get out here. Look at him right there. Nice kick-out block right there and leads for a great run right there. Good job by number 42, you know, get a good kick-out block on 17, doing what he's taught to do. Tremendous job.
And Gonzalez recognizes that kick-out block, cuts it up the field down to the 21-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. Clock still rolling, 2:10 left in the ball game. One more 1st down, and this should do it. Vargas, the ball carrier, he's going to break a tackle, still on his feet, 15-yard line. What a run from Felix Vargas, and that should pretty much seal the deal for your Wildcats.
Yeah, that should seal it up right there. Just a good hard run and that kind of stuff. You know, he sees the end zone. He wants to get there, you know. But that's what they work for. You know, these kids like that, they work real hard. They get the first teamers prepared. I'm guaranteeing you. I'm going to tell you, kids like that, they have to, you know, every time. He's a battering ram and goes in there and hits the defense during practice and stuff, but tremendous job.
Gonzalez, the ball carrier, is going to get inside to about the 10-yard line. Clock continues to run. 2nd down and 8. Ball is going to be resting at the 11-yard line. Here comes Garza back on the field, ran over, had a few words with Coach Brown. Now he's headed back. Garza under center. Hands the ball off to Vargas. Vargas inside the 10 to about the 7.
Yeah, good, just hard running by the young man, and good job of blocking up front by the offensive line. So down to about a minute left in the ball game.
Officially under a minute now, Coach.
Yeah, it's 3rd down.
Plenty of time on the play clock.
Should be the last. Actually, one more play after this. Depends what they do.
Well, they got to wait for that play clock to get down to about 3 seconds so that they can officially say that that's going to be the ball game.
Yeah, they're in victory formation.
They are,
and
there we go. And now they can officially say the ball game is over because the Wildcats are running off to the sidelines. Well, Coach, a great ball game tonight.
A complete ball game. You know, all phases tonight. You know, we saw a lot of great stuff. You know, some big explosive plays. We saw some movement of the football, that kind of stuff. Defense played another stellar, great game for the Wildcat defense tonight. You know, most of the night, you know, stopping the Cougars, and again preserving a 0 on the scoreboard. So that's 3 district games in which nobody has scored on them in these 3 district games. So that's big for our Wildcat defense and our Wildcat football team. You know, my hat's off to Edinburg Cougars and stuff. You know, they won a big game last week, and they're in the driver's seat to get into the playoffs this year too. So, you know, I wish them the best also, you know, when they play the next opponent, that kind of stuff. And, hopefully that'll be good for them and they'll get in the playoffs. So right now we're sitting pretty good right now. With 3 games left, we got a big game next week against the Jaguars at home Friday night, and it should be a big one. Another great game for us, and then we got 2 more big ones after that.
Well, we want to thank our cameramen, Don Ramirez and Vinny Berry, and of course our producer, Mike Palacios. K-West director on the field, Carlos Robledo, along with the K-West reporter, Mike Gonzalez. For Coach Rock, I am Joe Aguilar saying goodnight from the Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburg, Texas, where the final score tonight, your Weslaco East Wildcats 42, the Edinburg North Cougars 0. We'll see you next week from home as your Wildcats take on the Jaguars. Good night, drive home safely, have a great weekend.